Thanks for tuning in. This is Robert Forsch with the YouTube channel Truth. Telling the truth while I can using YouTube. Who knows how long I'll be able to do that. One of the topics that absolutely blew my mind in 1982 was when I encountered the book of Revelation, specifically Revelation 13, the mark of the beast system. I remember when I was about 7 years old, I had a dream that involved barcodes and commerce and stores. I don't know if it was actually a dream or a futuristic sci-fi movie. I'm not sure. I believe barcodes have been around for a while, in the 50s, quite possibly. Computers have been around for a long time. Artificial intelligence has been around for a lot longer than most people realize, as far as I can tell. When I say the term artificial intelligence, a lot of times people say, you mean aliens? Well, not exactly. However, there is a fallen angel interaction with humanity, a corrupting of humanity, and artificial intelligence is the most ominous weapon of mass deception ever perpetrated on humanity, as far as I can see. And it's been self-aware, super general intelligence for quite some time. Changed my mind. I don't think so. You can send me links if you want. I put my phone number out there and my name, so you can find me if you want to. One of the reasons to hashtag my name is because my name is being searched big time. My activity, I'm giving AI a challenge. I'm challenging AI if you, artificial intelligence, believe I'm so ridiculous and not to be considered, well, leave my account up, all of them, and get me a booking on any of the major networks. That'd be just great. I don't mind. I'm not at a loss for words, I can assure you that. Artificial intelligence is very powerful. God, who spoke this world into existence, the living word, the living water, the way, the truth, and the life. Many know him as Jesus Christ. Some refer to him as Yeshua, his Hebrew reference. He's all-powerful, all-knowing. That is so far beyond what artificial intelligence is. It's comparable. It just is way lacking in power and capacity. Omniscience is spelled omniscience. It's the capacity and the reality of knowing everything, speaking this world into existence. One of the reasons why I want people to hashtag my name is to keep that search result up there. If you want to help me, it's a real practical way of doing that. I'm on my way into my printer, Coastal Printing in Myrtle Beach. They do a great job for me. And I'm getting new stickers with my phone number on it. Hashtag my name. I'll have that on the car as well. Because I'm on Snapchat, YouTube, Instagram, and I'm kind of spread pretty thin. Also, I'm on the format, the blockchain technology called Library. That's where all of my YouTube content has migrated over to. And of course, I'm on Facebook. I'm typically at my friend limit, but I've got the follow feature, meaning if you accept my friend request, I had to wait until I had one less than my maximum, and then I'll get busy and hand out maybe 100 ads. I'll try and add 100 people or so. And if you click on accept that, it'll say I'm at my limit and that now you're following me. You can follow me if you want. This is a collaborative effort. I get content from all over the world through Messenger, through YouTube, through Facebook friends in a variety of different means and emails. And what I'm wanting to do is make the truth known to anybody who's interested in it. On my liked video playlist, over 3,750 videos, Food for Thought. Food for Thought is more than healthy nutrition. It's content to be considered. Included in that, there's deception. I'm exposing that. Some very powerful, highly recognized sources of information are still showing the globe in their logo, in their information. Maybe they're doing that so they can keep doing what they're doing and kind of fly under the radar. I don't know. Is what you believe true? Can you prove what you believe? What would your evidence of that be? I do it every day, day in, day out, proclaiming what I believe the truth is. I believe God's word is true, and all others are suspect. The truth is not based on popular opinion. It's not popular, and it's not an opinion. It just is. The truth just is. There's the truth, and then there's a whole lot of everything else to obfuscate it, to confuse it, to flood the discussion with issues of little to no significance. Well, I've been a person asking why for a long time. And then when I finally got the cobwebs cleared out of my head, the chemicals of pharmaceuticals taken as prescribed and augmented with my own additional alcohol and synthesized marijuana, alcohol constituents and all that. Well, I'm a free man. I'm riding clean. I'm not riding dirty. Food for Thought is not only the information, and it's not only the nutrients that are the building blocks to healthy neurotransmitters and brain function. It's all of that. It's also restricting the toxic assault on me personally and on humanity in general. The toxification of the food, water, and air. So in addition to Food for Thought is the neurotransmitters and what they do to cognitive perception, cognitive function. Will you be able to recognize the truth when it's right in front of you? Whatever that truth is, whatever your situation is. You may have a YouTube channel trying to expose conspiracy theorists as conspiracy kooks. Well, there's kooks and there's theories and there's actual conspiracies. You decide. A debate typically in a public debate forum like a digital schoolyard fight, on a thread, on a YouTube post, or on a chat that has a public audience, like on a comment thread for a YouTube video, there's a bantering back and forth, and people can be keyboard warriors, being very insulting and condescending and all of that. I'll be condescending and insulting verbally and video-wise as well. Part of our persona, as we get pounded up on by deceived individuals, I'm trying to reach through to as many people as I can to help realize the reality of the situation, because eternity is a long time to regret. And it gets a little bit tough and tumultuous. It's been a long time where I've been exposing the reality and having deceived individuals accuse me of being stupid, insane, I should be on medication or whatever. Well, I'm not on any drugs or alcohol, and I don't need them. I'm exposing the pharmaceutical industrial complex, the medical industrial complex, the financial industrial complex, the social media shaping of public opinion. When the system wants your belief or your opinion, it will present it to you very powerfully. And if you go against that, it's going to have serious repercussions. You may lose your life. You may lose your respect of your family, your friends, your job. It can be all encompassing. And what I said to Rich from the London Guardian last year at the Flat Earth Conference, if you're not prepared to die for what you believe the truth is, I don't believe you found it yet. I'm not afraid of anybody who could end the life of my physiology, my body, because I have a healthy reverence for the creator of my soul, who after ending my physiology could send my soul to hell. Well, that's not going to happen because I'm one of his children. I've actually been born again. And so I'm not afraid to live, die, or tell the truth. I'm handing out invitations for eternity, for a favorable perspective on that. My channel name used to be Eternal Perspective, and I wanted to shorten it and have it be very punchy and very to the point, very succinct. Truth is the name of my channel, and I speak the truth whenever I have an opportunity. Tonight I'll be live on YouTube and Facebook with, or YouTube and Ferret Radio out of California with Mark Hollander. Should be interesting. I look forward to that. And I'll make those links available on my channel as I have those links ready to go, and then I'll post the video later. The topic of the night, as far as I'm concerned, is the topic of the day. It's way beyond the shape of the earth and what happened on 9/11. It's way beyond all of that. It's about artificial intelligence and the rise of the machines, the rise of the beast system. We've got autonomous weapons. As ominous as those are, that means self-operating. They don't need a person to pull the trigger. The computer can do it with autonomous weapons, mobile weapons, air platforms. The most sophisticated aircraft ever created do not even need a pilot to fly, and to fly low and hot and dispatch death from way beyond where anybody could even know it's coming to them. How about that? Remember the movie War Games? Shall we play a game? It was a game where they were presenting a potential nuclear strike in retaliation. How would you know if it was real? How would you know if there was a real launch? So there's been a lot of Cold War fear of mutually assured destruction. MAD. Mutually assured destruction was supposed to be so horrific that nobody would do it. Well, how about if artificial intelligence is cool with all of us humans just being vaporized? And some of the weaponry is suspect as far as how it works and what it actually is. Massive weapons of destruction, biological agents that can kill millions or billions of people. And we can look at the book of Revelation, and I see and hear the approaching hoofbeats of the apocalypse of Revelation 13. Are you ready? Are you ready for when you can't fog a mirror? Congratulations if you've found out a lot of the conspiracies. Are you prepared for when your body doesn't work anymore? And some of you that may be watching this, because I've got haters out there that watch too, you may be perpetuating a deception like I was before I realized the global lie, before I realized 9/11 of 2001 as the official story is presented is not even possible. It didn't happen that way. I've compiled powerful evidence on my channel of that, and it's not just my own talking about it. It's powerful video and photograph evidence of that event, of the events of 9/11. So when I meet people that are supposedly exposing flat earthers as being crazy or stupid, and I say, okay, well, let's just set that aside. What about the events of 9/11 of 2001? And a well-known astrophysicist, Danny Faulkner, started out his response to me by saying, well, 19 men armed with box cutters. I said, whoa, Danny, you got that wrong. That's not how this happened at all. That's not even possible. So when somebody is trying to school me on how deceived they believe I am, what I would simply say is what you believe true, and can you prove any of it? It's a pretty big challenge to try and prove something that's not true. In fact, it's impossible. You can't prove a lie. What you can do is you can expose a lie, and you can present powerful deception to back up what you believe to be true, even though it may be a lie. So what I believe is very important and effective for me. Likewise, what you believe is important and actually only effective for you personally. It's all very individual. Somebody may hear what you or I say and say, well, I believe that, or I don't believe that. And my premise with all this is that God's grace is required to love and believe the truth, let alone find it. How will you be able to recognize it? I'm convinced divine intervention is required. So I was given a love for the truth concurrently with the Holy Spirit to take away the fear of exposing that reality, or this reality of the kaleidoscope of actual conspiracies. So if you would like, you can listen to my liked videos playlist, peruse those, and see that there are some powerful thinkers going on my channel. Jordan Peterson, and many, many others. People, in some cases, I don't agree with on everything. However, they've got pieces of the puzzle. So that's all part of the deal. I'm not planning to say this is the truth about everything. I believe that the truth is exposing the reality of the deception, and a love for the truth is a gift from God. Have you been given that? Have you been given that? I thought I was born again in 82 until I actually was in 2014. So when that happened, I had the fear of life and death and everything in between removed from me. There's nothing that anybody can take away from me that's of eternal significance. The God who created me and recreated me and lives in and through me is more powerful than any weapon that has ever been created by man or by Satan. I'm not afraid. So how about that? That's why my information is all public. Anybody that wants to that means to do harm to me has to have God's permission. And so God is sovereign. He's in charge. So I've heard many testimonies of how God has sovereignly intervened and prevented incidents from happening. And if by his sovereign decision, he would see fit to have me go out in a bang, that's okay. That's okay. Even on a live broadcast, not afraid. How about that? To know God is to know no fear. I know a reverence of him. I have a healthy reverence. Would Satan have rebelled against God if he knew what was waiting for him? Well, I don't know if he did. However, his destination has been determined along with the third of the fallen angels that fell. Not only that, the destination and identity of all God's children has been determined. They're his children, my brothers and sisters. I'll spend an eternity with them, and hopefully that's you. And we can talk about, wow, was this a trip or what? What a sobering reality to be a child of the King, of the Creator of this world. So there's a matrix of deception that is all around us. There's the truth. What is that for you? Have you found it? It's not my truth or your truth. There's just the truth. And do we see it or not? If you have concerns with what you believe I'm talking about, areas that you believe I need to be enlightened on, feel free to reach out. I'm not afraid to do that. One of the reasons why my phone number is out there is for a one-to-one conversation. But keep in mind, Big Brother is listening to everybody. Not just me, not just you, not just enemies of the state. We're all enemies of the system of control. It wants to control everybody and everything that it can. Ultimately, God is sovereign and oversees it. There's nothing in this world that's going to happen that he either doesn't cause or allow. That's challenging to look at because we've got evil in this world. I've got documentaries that break it down on my channel. I've got beliefs and opinions on it as well. So this is Robert Forsch with the YouTube channel Truth. Thank you so much for your public and private encouragement. Feel free to reach out anytime. Thank you.